one of the hottest handicappers in the land, in the nation. Privately, been doing handicap for 10 years at 72.5%. This is the Drewster's Corner. And I am the Drewster. Drewster's Corner here, week 8 in an NFL. We got a bunch of good games coming on this week, so we're going to jump right into the Thursday game. Atlanta at Carolina. Carolina -2. Atlanta, you called me up in the third quarter last week. Asked me to set a couple of new plays. You did well the week before, scoring all those points. I told you, Curly, don't run in the end zone at the end of the game. Okay? And you win that game. You gave Matthew Stafford time to run all the way down the field after you scored a touchdown. Unbelievable. You guys keep asking for the Drewster's help. The Drewster's here, and guess what? You did it wrong. Oh, my Bear's falling down a little bit. We got to go ahead and put him back up. There we go. All right. So let's move on. I got my Marshall jersey here. We're going to go ahead and take, we got Carolina. They played good, played really good against that well-oiled machine last week. They're -2. Moore and Bridgewater's played much better. This is a tough game on Thursday. But you know what? We're going to take Carolina. Take Carolina -2. They cover a field goal. It's an easy game. Atlanta might win this game, but we're going to take Carolina because they're at home. Okay, and it's going to be a little rainy tonight. A little rainy down in Carolina. We've got the hurricane come up through. So we're going to take Carolina. All right, moving on. We have New Orleans Saints at our Chicago Bears. New England's -4.5. Well-oiled machine. They did well. If that kicker from Carolina kicks that ball and they tie the game, 27-27 would have been good. But well-oiled machine got you win, just like the Drewster said. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and we got the Bears. Nick Foles. What is going on with you, Nick Foles? I keep talking about you on Drewster's Corner here. This team's got to find some offense. Our defense, you can't have our defense out there all day long. They held up good. It was, 10-3 in the first half? And then they're still in it towards the end of the game? But you got no offense. You get down there. I don't know what you're doing, Nagy. Letting them throw into double coverage. That's ridiculous. You got Jimmy Graham outside, 1-on-1. He's like 6'7" with those big-ass arms. Ramsey's only 6'2". And you throw a jump ball up, a touchdown, and then you blow off that touchdown. You get 4th and 1. You're down there, and what do? You pitch the ball. You pitch the ball to the short side of the field for one. Come on. And you couldn't even get the first down. It was pitiful. I was in pain. Drewster was in pain watching this Bears game, my friends. I don't know what's happening. You got to find some offense. You keep in the press conference. You keep talking about you're executing the plays. Come on, guys. Come on, Mr. Santa Claus. Get it done, okay? And you got no running game. Will you please go out there and find a running back or get Miller off the practice squad and bring him up and have a two-headed monster? Drewster's calling it. Bring in Miller, and we might be able to run the ball better. Okay. But let me tell you, my friends, I love my Bears. You all notice that? Number 1 team. But we're going to have to go with New Orleans Saints. They're -4.5. They might beat this team by 7. So we're going to have to take New Orleans. I love to take the Bears, but you're going to be 5-3 this week. I'm sorry. You're not showing me the offense that I keep telling everybody on Drewster's Corner here that you're going to get. But guess what? We're going to have to move on. Okay, moving on. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Steel Curtain, against that Baltimore Ravens. Action Jackson. We'll see. It's Pitt at Baltimore. The at, I got to say it every time for Cigar Mike. He gets pissed off when I don't have the home team. But we have Baltimore -4. They're coming off a bye. Pittsburgh played really well last week. You started to blow out Tennessee, but then you let them come back. That Henry and Tannehill, that team's tough, man. Let me tell you, that Tennessee tough. And guess what? Another problem. So this is a tough game, folks. This is going to be one of the best games of the year, I believe. Pittsburgh's rolling. Baltimore's coming off by -4. But this is what we're going to do. I think Baltimore wins this game. It's going to hand Pittsburgh Steelers their first loss. As much as I don't want to do it, but we're going to do it. But all you bettors out there, okay, they're covering a field goal. This is going to be a field goal game, I believe. So take the Pittsburgh Steelers plus the 4, but we're going to take Baltimore to win the game. Okay, here we go. Moving on. We have Indianapolis at Detroit. Indianapolis coming off a bye. They're minus 2.5. Detroit, you got lucky last week. You got lucky. I set the plays down to fucking Atlanta, and Gurley goddamn scored a touchdown to give you Matthew Stafford a chance. But if they listen to the Drewster when he sends in a plays, they win the game. I don't know what's going on with this team. They get my consulting, and they don't know what's going on. But you got lucky last week, Detroit. You shouldn't have won that game. And you're not going to win this game. I know you're at home. Matt Patricia, you need to cut down on the ice cream. I don't know what's going on over there. You're stuck in New England. But Indy's coming off a bye. The defense is going to be good. They got some good running teams going on. So we're going to take Indy minus 2.5. They cover a field goal. You got to take them. You got to take them. They're a good team. We're going to take them. Okay, moving on to one of the other games. I addressed at Rogers yesterday. Last week, and thank God the guy decided not to do the porn star thing on the sideline again like he did. Embarrass himself. Embarrass himself, Rogers. All right. Why don't you go back to the double check? Double check. Go back to the belt. I don't mind that. It's not that big of a deal. Go back to the check. I mean, come on, dude. It's not that big of a deal. All right, so we got Minnesota at Green Bay. Minnesota, you're just in disarray. I tell you to run the ball. You can't run the ball. Kirk Cousins, your percentages is just down. You got shellacked last time. Now you go on a bye and you're coming back and you're going to go to Green Bay? That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry to tell you it's not going to happen. But the line is minus 7. They might keep it close, even though Rodgers, Dante Evans had a huge game last week. Oh, my God. Somebody needs to double cover this guy, and you might be able to beat this team. It's not that hard. Double cover him. Come on. But guess what? Green Bay is going to win this game at home. They don't lose at home much. Minnesota, if you win this game, I'll be surprised, and Juice will be happy because the Bears might be back on top. Okay? So we're going to take Green Bay. I'll say we take the minus 7, but it might land 7. So it's a push if you bet it, but we're going to take Green Bay in this game. Okay, here we go. Moving on. New England Patriots at Buffalo Bills. Bills are minus 3.5. Oh, my God, Cam Newton. How bad can you play? I took it. Guess what? Guess what? Bill Belichick, check your fucking shorts like I said last week, because you fucking shit him. You shit him last week. You're a fucking shitter. Horrible. What a horrible performance you put up at home against the 49ers. Jimmy G came in and whipped your fucking ass. You got rid of him, and guess what? He whipped your ass. Okay? I don't know. I don't know what to do about that because the Bills, all you did was field goal, field goal, field goal, field goal, field goal, field goal. 6 field goals. Against the Jets, the Jets, you couldn't score 1 touchdown against the Jets. Horrible. You could have blown this team out. Juicer's telling people in Juicer's corner to take you, and you can't even blow out the Jets. I don't care that Arnold played. He's horrible. They got no running. They got nothing. What are you doing? Bills minus 3.5. Belichick, I don't know what's going on in New England. Cam Newton, you played horrible, and you got benched. Can you believe that? You got that hair sticking up? You know when your hair sticks up like that through your little bandana? You know what you look like? You look like Cameron Diaz from the movie when she puts the gel in there. His cum. Ben Stiller's cum. Unbelievable. Something About Mary is the name of that movie, folks. Look it up. Her fucking hair sticks straight up. She takes the cum off his ear and puts it on her hair. That's what you look like, Cam Newton. You got a bunch of cum in your hair. Unbelievable. Okay. Bills 3.5. I don't know. The way you played last week, Bills, I don't know what you can do. And then New England, you got to play better. So it's 3.5. I think the Bills win this game, but New England might cover. I don't know, but I think Bills win the game. So we really can't take them on a better, but if you're going to take them a better, you can take New England plus the 3.5, I guess. They might cover it, but we'll go on. All right, moving on. We got Tennessee on the road at Cincinnati. Jerbo, Joe Burrow, he's playing well. I keep saying it every week. This kid got the lead. Every time they lost the lead to Cleveland, they came right back and scored again. The problem is your fucking defense. You couldn't stop Baker Mayfield going down the field and scoring touchdowns with tight ends and guys that are not on the team. And you know why? Because Odell Beckham, what I tell you, you're not a team player. You end up taking your shoes off last week at the end of the game, walking around your fucking living room, and guess what? First play of the game, tore your Achilles, out for the year. That's what you get because you're not listening to the Drewster, okay? And I'm telling you, this team, I don't know. They got the big win, but Cincinnati, man, they're jumping around. Baker Mayfield's jumping around like he won the Super Bowl. You beat Cincinnati, dude. I mean, Joe Burrow's playing well, and that team they're in a lot better shape than they were with the red rifle that got his head fucking torn off. We'll get to that when we get to Dallas. But Tennessee is it's unbelievable. They were getting their ass kicked against the Steelers, and they came back. And I don't think they're going to be able to stop that fucking beast in Derrick Henry. I don't think that defense can stop him. And Ryan Tannehill, he's playing really good. This team might go to the Super Bowl. You heard it here. The Juicer's Corner. Tennessee might go to the Super Bowl. I don't know, but we're going to say it now. They might go. We'll see what happens. They got a really good team. 5.5. I believe they beat this team by 7, at least. Tennessee, all the way. Let's go. Juicer's Corner. Here we go. All right, moving on. We got the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cleveland Browns. At Cleveland Browns. And the Browns are minus 2.5. Raiders, you know why you lost that game against Tampa and the old man? It's because your whole offensive line had COVID. I mean, one guy didn't play. The rest of you had to quarantine, so you couldn't practice. You got to practice. Everybody says practice makes perfect. That's what it is. And Derek Carr still scored 20 points. But, Tampa Bay's defense is really good. I told you last week. I told you, Raiders. And Chucky, you never took the hat off. Take the goddamn hat off. Let's see the ball of hair and the hair hanging all over the place making a win. This week, I think you do. I think you go in and you beat Cleveland at home. Baker got lucky last week with Cincinnati. I think the Raiders will be able to do it. I think they're going to score some points. So take the Raiders plus 2.5. Take the Raiders plus 2.5. All right, moving on. We got the Jets on the road at the Super Bowl champs. This might be the biggest line I've ever seen. All right, whoever's calling me out there, someone's calling my phone right now. I'm doing Juice's Corner. So you're going to have to wait. All right. We're talking about Super Bowl champs. All right, Super Bowl champs. Let me move this microphone a little bit. Super Bowl champs. This might be the biggest line I've ever seen. 19.5 points. This is crazy. 19.5 points. Unbelievable. The Jets. And Casey's at home. That's why. And they got fans. So, I'm still. It's bad. As bad as 19.5 points are. Don't put me to this. Casey's going to win this game and not a problem. But all you bettors out there, if you could take them on a 10-point teaser, 7-point teaser, even a 13-point teaser, take the Super Bowl champs all day on a teaser. They're going to cover. They're going to cover that. They might cover this 19. They really will. I mean, I don't know, but I can't tell you to take them straight up. But 19.5 points is a lot of points. But, woo, it might happen. This defense, Super Bowl champs, is coming on. Played really well last week in the snow against Denver, like Juice called it. I told you. And they blew these fuckers out. I told you. But Drew Lock, he can't do nothing. They got a decent defense over there deep Denver, but they can't do it. They're done too. All right, Vic Fangio just stay with the Bears. Just stay with the Bears. Our defense might be even a little bit better, but Chuck's doing okay. All right, we're moving on from that game. Taking the LA Raiders. All right, well, not the LA Raiders, the Kansas City. All right. We got the LA Rams at Miami. And LA Rams are minus 3.5. Rams played well last week. Sean McVay had a lot of plays set up for the Bears, that defense. And that defense is still good. Our defense is still good because they held them down the whole time. But when your offense can't move the ball, what are you going to do? But guess what? Rams, I got to get Juicers give me a shout out. You beat my Bears. I call the Bears to win. Give a shout out. You did well. Santa Claus better play better, but Rams, you played well. And guess what? They're starting to win this game. You got a winning record, Miami, and you're taking the bearded one out? He's playing well. Bad move. I know Tua's your franchise guy, but if you want to be in the playoffs because New England sucks and everybody else, you want to stay in there, you should leave Fitzmagic in. But guess what? Fitzmagic's out, and you bring in the Tua boy. So, with that going on, Darnold and company, Floyd got a couple sacks on us last week. We got rid of him, didn't pick up his contract, and what did he do? He sacked us. Rams are going to win this game. With Tua, first NFL game, it's a bad spot to put this kid in, but apparently Miami doesn't know what's going on. Maybe you should call the Juicer for some plays. Huh? Juicer, come down to Miami for a while and help you out. But you ain't going to win nothing this week. Not with a rookie quarterback. He could practice all week and make 2 throws. That's great. But guess what? You got Arnold coming after him, and he's going to be terrified of this Rams team. So we're going to take the Rams minus 3.5. Okay. We have, next game is LA Chargers minus 3. Okay. At Denver. I keep telling you about this Justin Herbert, this Oregon kid. He's good. He is good. The kid's throwing for 300 yards in every game. Every game, folks. They're playing well. They beat Jacksonville, but hey, I called it last week. You should call it. Jacksonville. You're going to go down by the Chargers, and they beat you by 10. I mean, your defense. I don't know what happened to the defense. I mean, you got Ingram, you got Bosa, you got those guys should have been feasting on that, but Jacksonville had a plan, but guess what? It wasn't enough. But LA Chargers at Denver. At Denver. I don't know if it's going to snow again like it did last week. I know that they got some weather going on out there right now, but it's Thursday. And Chargers are playing well. Minus 3. Wow, that's a plus for you guys. It's the first time you're favored. And you're on the road because you're playing well. You got a good team. You got the good receivers, and the kid's playing well. It's going to throw a lot of play. It's going to be a close game, folks. It's going to be a close game, but I'm taking the Chargers. Don't know about the betting situation. So if you take a minus 3 and they win by 3, it's a push. You don't lose anything. So we're going to take the Chargers. Okay, moving on. We have the 49ers that shellacked Cam Newton and Bill Belichick. Check your shorts. Against Seattle, minus 3. In Seattle, Jesus Christ, this fucking team. It's a juggernaut. You guys had you had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. I mean, should have lost. You did lose the game, but you kept getting chances to win the game. They couldn't put you away. But you know what? You just signed. What did I read? You signed what's his name? Atkins from Cincinnati. So you got him coming over. Help out the defense. Hopefully that DB's going to come back from injury. Seattle minus 3 at home. And Russell Wilson, Jesus Christ, you're putting up numbers like unbelievable. And you didn't even throw the ball. DJ Metcalf for the Juicer. Juicer's got him on his fantasy team. And guess what? 7-0. Come on, takers. Come on. Juicer's waiting for you. Subscribing that button, like I say every week, and I'll get you on my fantasy next year. And guess what? You won't be able to take down the Juicer. Okay? 7-0 fantasy. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And Metcalf didn't even give me any points. He threw the ball to fucking DJ Lockett all day long. Had a huge game. That's okay. Just so won. Maybe this week you give me some points with Metcalf. 49ers. You guys played well. New England created some offense. Defense was good. I think you scored 33. Not bad. But you're going on the road. Still going to be a tight game. It's going to be a tight game. But I'm going to take Russell Wilson because he lost last week. He had a chance to even win it. Metcalf got the whole Metcalf ran for a touchdown, which would have helped the Juicer in fantasy. Didn't need it, but I would have loved it. And Russell Wilson will get it done this week. Okay, we're taking Seattle. All right, then we're moving on to the Sunday night game. Now, NFL, what are you doing? You're putting Dallas Cowboys and Philly. What a horrible matchup for a Sunday night game. Who the hell wants to watch this game? Okay, Red Rifle, got to give a shout out, man. You took that hit like a man. You walked off the field. Well, they helped you off the field because, Jesus Christ, the guy tore your head off. He tore your head off. I hope you're okay. Shout out to you and the family. I hope you're good. Don't think you're going to play this week. They're going to have to put that rookie in. But get better, Red Rifle. I'm sorry, man. That play should have never happened. I'm glad that guy didn't get ejected. He should be suspended for at least 4 games. And a big fine. I don't know what's going on. Roger Goodell used to do something about it. That was a little ridiculous. But Chico, hey, You got the points. You got the win. Chico got the win. That's great. And Chico, gotta give a shout out. You just finished your cancer treatment. You got to ring the bell. Really proud of you, man. I'm really proud of you for you going in. Riverboat Ron, huh? There you go. I got another one for you, Chico. Riverboat Ron, and you did well. You did well against them, and I'm glad. I'm glad you're done with the cancer, and hopefully you're going to get better. We don't want anybody to have cancer, okay? Juicer says it. Nobody. Okay, we're moving on. Sunday night game. You got Dallas at Philly. And my God, how is Philly minus 9.5? I mean, I get you got the rookie coming in, and they got no defense. I mean, Dallas, I don't think you let I don't think you stopped anybody under 30 points. I mean, it's unbelievable. It really is. We're going to take Philly in this game. If they win by 10, I'll be really surprised. I mean, even with the rookie quarterback, he's going to be taking all the first snaps this week. And he might be okay. He looked okay throwing the ball. They're all high on him or whatever. But, Jerry Jones, you got to be fucking killing yourself. You're going to be killing yourself. Your wrinkled little face. I mean, you got nothing going on. And then you go on TV. And then, let me tell you something. You better check your fucking shorts. Because that team, nobody, okay, came to Andy Dalton, Red Rifles defense. That guy got his head torn off, and nobody went after nobody on Washington. That was a disgrace. You're an NFL player. You're supposed to be brothers. If the Drewster was on the sideline, I would have jumped out of the seats, and I would have hit somebody on Washington just for Andy Dalton. You should be ashamed of yourself. And McCarthy, you should be ashamed too. You should hold people accountable. That's ridiculous that they did that. Nobody came to... You didn't even come over and help the guy up. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable. America's team? I don't think so. Take that away from them. They're not America's team. Okay? You should be ashamed you didn't come to that guy's defense. You could have hit somebody. Ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. And I'm not picking you this week because you suck. So we're going with Philly. Sunday night. All right, moving on to Monday night. We got Tampa Bay, the old man, against the New York Giants, and they're minus 10.5. Oh, man, you just got Antonio Brown. I don't understand how this team, you bring Gronk, you get Antonio Brown, you got already two great wide receivers on the team. You got Godwin, you got Evans, and you got a really great defense. This team could go to the Super Bowl. I can see it going. I really can. And shame me, I don't want Brady to get another fucking ring. I can't stand the guy. But I got to give it out to him. He went to the right place. And Bruce Aaron, you're doing well. I mean, apparently it's not Bill Belichick because you're doing just as well as he would be with New England. And the Giants, you guys are just, I don't know, man. What is with the New York teams? You got New York Giants, you suck. You got the JTS, they suck. And then your neighbor's sister right over there, Philly, they suck too. And same thing, Dallas sucks. The whole division sucks. You should just get rid of the division and put it in a Juicer's division, and I'll bring some football teams there, okay? You're hearing it first. Juicer, ready to come into the NFL. We're going to go. All right, so Giants right now have a bad, their offensive line, like the Raiders last week, have COVID-19 right now. One player's definitely out. The other guys are quarantined. We won't know about the testing till later. But even if that happens, this defense is going to shut them down. They're not going to be do numbers, so we're going to take Tampa Bay minus 10.5. Tampa Bay minus 10. Okay, batteries running low. Give a shout out to the first responders. Stay safe out there, people. The Drewster. And I'm going to give you 2 teasers this week, folks. 2! I know I didn't win my teaser with the Bears. I took the Bears on a 10-point teaser, so they covered. Thank you. Thank you for that, at least, boys. But here we go. The teaser. This might be the teaser of the year. Okay? Teaser of the year. Tennessee Titans going against Cincinnati. All they got to do is win the game. Actually, they'll be getting a half a point. Tennessee Titans and Tampa Bay. You bring them down to 3. It's a no-brainer. Tennessee and Tampa Bay is going to do it. And now, Juicer's first time Juicer's Corner, I'm going to give you a 10-point teaser. If you're better out there, you know what a 10-point teaser is. Okay? You're going to get one of the better 10-point teasers of the day. Okay, here we go. You got Pittsburgh, so they'd be getting 11. 10, you take them a 10-point teaser, get 14, I'm sorry. You'd be getting 14 against Baltimore. They ain't going to lose a game against Baltimore 14, okay? Then you got New Orleans against the Bears. I got to take them. So they'd be getting 5.5. Bears, if they win, they're going to cover a field, which I hope. I hope the Bears get it. I hope they get the win. But if they do, it'll be a 3-pointer. So take the New Orleans, and then you take the Rams, because the Rams will beat Miami with no problem. So there's your 10-point teaser, Pitt, New Orleans, and Rams, and your 2-game teaser is Tampa Bay and Tennessee. Okay, from Juicer's Corner, everybody stay safe. I hope everybody's doing well. I'll see you next week right here at Juicer's Corner. Have a good one.